Peace, everybody. How y'all?
Peace. Salute.
This is Bunny Wise. It is. Peace, everybody. How y'all? This is Bunny Wise. It's not about us. We out here at the Rocky Stage at the second annual B-Blue Tribute, and we about to do an interview with the Philly Lows. What we got right here?
6-7.
All right, we're going to interview Fransky. We're going to interview Jig.
Double L, baby.
And Cook. All right.
Low. Ralph's favorite on IG. RALPH.
And Ralph's favorite, man.
All right. You know how to
And you got
spell.
something else going on. Plug your show. Plug your show.
Oh, yeah.
Another day, another fit.
Another day, another fit. Don't forget, check out the next episode. Another day, another fit. AFAD Pod on IG.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get right to it.
This nigga just left.
Let's start with Fran Ski.
What's going on,
So,
baby?
Fran, question number one. What first attracted you to Low, and how long have you been rocking Low?
Well, actually, in high school, there was a kid that used to rock Oxford shirts. He went
Right.
to school, we wear button downs,
Small
some
pony?
jeans, small ponies. And that attracted me because I had a white shirt, but his white shirt was so different just because of that logo. And what that logo did was it attracted me and asked him, like, well, what is that?
Was
And
it
he
just
told-
the logo, or was it different cut other shirt?
It was the straight white Oxford, and he basically told me, this is Polo.
Okay.
And he said it with an air of confidence that pretty much let me know, like, oh, this is different. And that's what really attracted me. So this might have been like 1986, it was after Easter. And everybody gets the Easter clothes, then they come back, but this kid used to rock a different Oxford, little pony Oxford every day. And that's really what attracted me to the local culture at that particular time. I was probably about 14 or 15.
Okay. So how long you been rocking Low?
Probably since about, 86, 87, because we came from an area called Uptown in Philadelphia. And we were there with it was called almost like the black bourgeoisie. Whereas though we had dentists and doctors, we didn't live in them areas.
Niggas up
Black
uptown
people
had a little more
that
money.
had money.
Yeah, they had
and
a
they
little more money.
kids had low.
So a nicer area.
A nicer area, but we were in the same area, but not as, I say, privileged as those ones, but they still inspired us.
but not close.
Not close enough.
You can see the difference. You can see the
Oh,
difference.
yeah, definitely as far as social status.
Okay,
As far as
okay,
social
okay.
status, we were like worlds apart at that time, but we were chilling. But hey, that's how it was. So that's really, 80s, 86, 87.
All right. I'm gonna spin it to you, Jig.
Yo, so probably say I've been rocking Low now since like,
First, what attracted you? What first attracted you to Low?
all right, so I'm under their class, right? These are my old heads and shit. So I'm gonna say that for me, watching them,
Okay.
all right, so besides that, just what stands out for me is Grand Poobah on Yo on TV Raps.
Feeling it.
Right?
Feeling it.
He had the Alpine,
Kepper.
He had the Alpine short sleeve rugby short sleeve shirt, right? He had the backpack, right? This back when Tommy Hilfiger and Nordica reversible jacket was getting out, right? So besides that and my OGs right here, it said Polo was the brand. That's what it was.
And how long you been rocking Low?
I've been rocking Low probably since '94.
94.
All right.
Okay.
So with '94, my inception probably into the brand is just the Pepsi Low jacket, right? And I'm saying at that time, like it was it for me. Like I said, these two brothers right here, they my OGs. So they was already rocking Low. So I was watching them. Besides that, and Poobah, back when Jabot jeans was out, Guess jeans, so on and so forth, Low was it for me.
Yeah.
So you could say basically they attracted you to the Low.
Fact though.
And
Okay.
he made the reference to the Pepsi Low, which came out, which was a Polo Sport brand, where people sleep on Polo Sport, which was a brand upon itself at that time. And when he says the Polo Sport, my first real piece was the Polo Scribble. So I remember that had to have been probably about, what was that, like 90, 89, 90, when the Scribble came out, and I got gifted a sweatsuit, a rugby with the Scribble, and that was it. I was just like, God damn, what is this?
Listen, for me, I went to a magnet school from 91 to 93, high school. I got kicked out. I went to my neighborhood high school. Shout out Martin Luther King High School. Martin Luther King High School
In
was
Philly,
when
they got one in New York.
Philly.
Okay.
That's when it all started. You know what I'm saying? Low shit. Fucking low jeans when they had the fucking low slacks rather, when they had the box patch on the back that said Polo Chino. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was for me. You know what I mean? From 94 on, been Polo James.
Let's get to question number 2. All right. What are some of the differences between the Philly low culture and the New York low culture, if you see any?
Well, the difference that I see, as far as the culture, we don't actually do a full, as far as New York, head to toe.
Okay.
Where we don't really rock Ralph kicks. We will on certain occasions. But the thing about Philly, we've always been about sneakers, boots. So we're gonna be rocking Jordans, we're gonna be rocking Timbs, we're gonna be rocking Nikes to set off the low. We never really went head to toe with the low. And people don't realize that we rock swim trunks before anybody. Yo, we had,
I've seen them doing
we
that.
rock,
Swim
we rock,
trunks be our
yo,
fit.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We rock swim trunks. And then this is what we did as far as, because the swim trunks were so fashionable. They had different colorways and shit like that. That it was just like that. We rocked swim trunks like it was regular shorts.
Right.
And that was one of the main differences.
I want to jump in on this question.
Okay.
And when you record, you might want to punch yourself in and out. So when you're doing the editing, you got an easier process.
Look, tell
when
them
you
your
drop
comments.
it,
Stop
when you drop it,
trying
it's
to
all
be
good.
Bill
Now,
Clinton.
what's the difference in the Philly lows and the New York lows? Real shit. Because I seen the evolution of this shit from the beginning. I knew B-Bill. You know what I'm saying? So I seen the roots
Shout
of
to
this shit.
B-Bill.
The big difference between Philly and New York, Philly, we not unified like how New York is. New York, they do a lot of different events where y'all all come together, like different boroughs, different little cuts. You know what I'm saying? How many different sets of lows is it in New York?
What's preventing the Philly culture from doing the events like that?
In the past 3 years, bro, since the very first time I seen y'all, and when y'all met on these steps, because I was here,
At the Nacho event.
it's been getting and it's been growing. You know what I'm saying? Because all of us actually met each other. I didn't know Frontline, dude. I didn't know this guy, dude. I didn't know. But now these men is a everyday part of my life.
But that's where the 2 L's come in.
I mean, and it's nothing without the other. But the real big difference is the separation. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that go on in Philly. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the original lows where B-Bill stayed at, it's one of the roughest parts of the city. And them niggas still there, doing it. You know what I'm saying? They still in their bag, and a lot of other people, we done moved out, and then it's a different class system when you're dealing with people out in the street. You know what I'm saying? So there is a lot of division, because it's hard for us to come together when these niggas still out in the street ducking bullets.
So amongst the lows, it's still people that's in the street. So they ain't separated.
They might not be robbing and stealing, but they still out here in the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between black people shit and nigga shit. And them niggas still on nigga type time. You know what I'm saying? You'll see a few of them here.
Do we want that here?
Nah, I mean, you can't exclude that either.
Not them personally, I'm just talking about that aura. Do we want that? Because
Let me say
this is
this.
not what we about.
The street aura and what the streets is will always be a part of
It's
it.
what made this culture. How can you
can't discredit, you can't exclude or discredit the street culture because it is a part of it is. Now, hold up. As we get older, we evolve. All right? But there is still a culture below us. Every class, there is a culture below us. I'm below their class. There is a class below me. You know what I'm saying? That are still tied in to the streets and the culture. Right?
Some people grow up, some people don't. But
Do you feel like it's our job to try to reach them? to
Of
try to get them
course.
to go another way.
Listen.
Not to try to turn them into other people, but to get them to understand where
And
to go.
listen, as hold on, wait a minute. Let me say this: as OGs, it is our job to reach one, teach one. Now, much like Barkley said, I'm not a role model, so that means everybody is not a role model who you should follow. But at the same token, if you have lived through it, if you do understand the other side of it, it is your job as an OG in this culture, in these streets, to at least say it. Somebody will pick it up. Everybody won't, but someone will. And that's who you're doing it for. If it's not for your own, it's for those that actually you have the ear to. As far as the difference between New York and Philly, we just do it a little different. New York is vintage based. Philly is not necessarily
And the
not.
roots is in the low life culture. And that's like how you say that shit? It's like a clusterfuck in my mind. Cause see, right, for me seeing it from the beginning and what it was really about, right? All the newcomers that come in, and God bless them, most of them, or 90% of original low life done changed their lives, right? But it was built around a culture around instilling and survival and brotherhood. Because 9 times out of 10 being a low life, bro, the nigga you was with every day was your Kobe. You know what I'm saying? So now it's not like we glorifying it because it has changed. And I've been a part of food drives and everything in the name of putting, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the Robin Hood thing. You rob it from the rich and you give it to the poor. And then another thing to say, what you were saying about like, how can we discredit the past when y'all made the future? When they was running the stores, they didn't know it was going to turn into this big social affair where we all, you know, each one teach one, we all like brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? You get common with seeing people's faces. I done seen y'all for the past 3.5 years. Up until the point that you never heard me speak until
Not to cut them off.
today.
Let's progress to the next question. All right, so number 3. Name 2 of your favorite pieces that you own.
I mean,
I know,
it may
I know we
not
all
be
got
the
a
most
lot.
popular,
Just, you can just come on hard.
but you know, I remember that question, and it's 2 pieces that may not really be
Okay, he brought the pieces with him. Here you go.
two of my hardest pieces.
Always playing.
That's
You
what
know,
I call
and then
prepared.
one,
That's what I call prepared.
Because this really represents to me the culture, the hardcore Suicide Ski
Okay.
T-shirt in black with the graphic. This is
Wow.
so abstract.
Polo sport.
Polo Sport, which I mentioned before. Polo Sport is a hard label. Original vintage Polo Sport, which is, yo,
That's nice.
relaxed. And I had to get 2. So I just love the graphic. I just love this. This hardcore. It just looks so fucking mean. Just like, damn, this is what this is all about. And I had to get double. I had to get a double. So when I bought this shit, $35, $40. I got a second piece, $65, $70. You won't find this for less than $200 right now.
Oh,
So
He
that's
came
what I was
prepared.
doing.
He came prepared.
So that was
Yeah, he came
my
prepared.
all-time favorite white tee. My all-time
He said,
favorite
"What's your
piece
2 favorite
with-
pieces?"
no,
He
that's
pulled them
Polo
out.
Sport. You know what I mean? But this right here
Oh my God.
is pretty much the Grail. And this is
another day,
the
another
pro
fit.
Right here.
we
Fran, can I
actually
touch that,
do.
bro?
Another
You know what I'm
day,
saying?
another
You
fit.
know,
Oh
and,
my
and then you got to realize
Oh
I was
my
probably about
goodness.
15, 20 pounds heavier when I bought this. Was it like 92, 94? Yeah, but I still just go and this is my grill right here. You know, so basically you see Polo Sport. And
Yeah.
like I said, it was still low.
Jig, same question to
This
you.
is what it is.
Name 2 of your favorite pieces that you own.
Two of my favorite pieces that I own, probably the first one is the patchwork sweater, the one that they redraw.
Okay.
You digging in the blade?
That sweater is heavy.
So go do your
Nice.
thing. I mean, I support all aspects.
That sweater is heavy. Every patch is a different, you know what I'm saying, stitch. You know what I mean? And probably my second favorite piece would probably be the equestrian, the calf cashmere half sweater. With the equestrian on the front, with a little green at the top, with that's the Brooklyn Bridge. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
probably my two favorite pieces.
All right, so in this culture, especially for me, I'm always about the love and I'm always about the loyalty, and I'm going to show the love all the time, no matter what I do.
doubt, you always do.
So question number 4, who are some of your favorite people to follow on IG as far as their style?
My man is right here. Big Polo Kid.
Okay.
That is
Yes.
my man.
Kid.
He's so understated. He's humble, and he gets pieces that, you know, you might not see them for about 3 to 6 months.
Shout out to Big Polo Kid, right? Shout out to Shy Polo King. You know what I'm saying?
With the fly shit.
Hold up.
But listen, my man Q Quaz,
Oh, Quaz.
you know, that's that shine people, they do their thing. And the reason why I like Q Quaz is because the low life culture wasn't just about polo. You know, you got low life that only wear Guess.
True.
You got low life that only wear Fila. Shout out King Thick, my nigga. You know what I'm
sir.
saying?
Always.
Right. So, and then with Q Quaz, he comes with the different brands. Being a low life is just about being fly.
Shout
So
out
it didn't
to
have to
Jada
be
the
low.
Villain.
Oh, Jay doing his thing.
Shout
You
out
know-
to Mr. Parker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just didn't have to wear low to be a low life. Fila, Guess, Brooks Brothers. You know,
I
we rock
really
with
wanna
yo,
answer
we
this
rock
question.
Elise.
I really want to answer this.
Okay.
Because your homegirl Lori, Queen Mecca, I really fucks with her style. I really
Shout to
do.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Shout to Buffalo.
Shout out to
I
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
She know how to put the shit together. She coordinate that university shit with the sweaters and the equestrian shit with the one piece, with the twos, with the little thin belts. She put her pieces together. Like I really fuck with her style. And shout out to Sexy Polo Babe, and she rest in peace. She was my favorite.
Shout to Polo Babe,
You know,
R.I.P.
Shout out to
with the
Just
high
Low.
tech. Because she definitely rocked that high tech. That
Shout
shit
out
look nice.
to motherfucking some of the people that I, you know what I mean. Shout out to Polo Contest, man. You know what I mean. These are
Yeah,
people
shout
that got.
to Ed.
You know what I
Shout
mean.
to Ed.
Shout out to Ed. Got that shit from head to toe type time. Outside of that,
So the reason why I threw that out there because there's so many people that I like, that I follow. There's no one person that I can name.
Right, though.
I
You know,
respect-
so just off the top of my head,
Some of
I'm
the
probably
people-
gonna get
Yeah,
stuck.
yeah,
if you
yeah,
ask me
and then I
that.
respect
So
it.
I wanna
For
know
those
so-
two that I named,
Group photo.
Big Photo,
Quick.
Howie Sims,
Wait up,
you know, and Q Quaz, they
Omar
stand
Brennan.
out to me.
Lexus.
K-Brand is my guy. He's like one of my favorite dudes.
Hey, Low.
He came from Chicago. He keeps it together. He's a good dad. I just like how he puts
Unique.
it together, man.
You know what I mean? Life up. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Peace to the
Like
God.
it's a whole bunch of them out there. You know what I'm saying?
Number
Hold up.
5.
Shout out to Purple Label Guns.
Okay.
Real shit.
Big
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Y'all call him big guns, I call him Purple Label Guns.
RLPC in the
You know what I mean? Nigga ready to go a whole year Purple Label on y'all ass. You know what I mean?
Let's
I'm
get the
just
question
saying.
What
number
kind of
5.
kicks is he rocking though?
Listen, hold up. All designer shit too. You know what I mean? I don't even fuck with all them shits, but all designer. You know what I mean? I'm about to tell Rudy he might be Mr. Foreign Never Born. Shout out to Rudy.
The Low Culture puts on several events throughout the year. What's your favorite event to attend and why?
The Low Cookout.
Okay, the barbecue.
For
Shout
me,
to Rack.
I've never been to a Low Goose on the Deuce. So for me, the best event besides an event that of course that we're throwing has to be the Low Cookout. Shout outs to Rack Low. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the one, like, shut it all down for me.
Okay. What about you, bro?
To me, it's got to be the Deuce. You know, because I love the Deuce, because once you get out there in that environment, depending on the weather conditions, you get a chance to lay it. So you get a chance to put on so many more pieces and really represent what you do out there.
I'm a
And that really
co-signer with
brings
you,
out the
though,
hardcore
because
cats.
the style, you see so much. You know what I mean? Especially if you're looking for ways to put items together, because y'all all might have the same pieces, but you might come and say, oh, I never thought to put that with that.
Yeah,
I like that.
now, if you guys reference, you know, what Ralph is doing with the Another Day, Another Fit, you know, I brought out, you know, just a little, you know, sneak preview, the Polo Arctic Challenge series, which I think is a hardcore line. You know, like I said, I keep referencing Polo Sport, so I guess that might
That's
be
your
one of my
thing.
favorite lines, Polo Sport. Now, you know, we'll have double RL, you know, in some instances here and there, purple label when when the time is needed. But, you know, like you say, the Deuce, to me, is the ultimate event because it's so much more out there. There's so many more layers to it. If you've ever seen the head to toe and you see 5 layers come off a brother, you know, balls, and you see how this was built up from the beginning, that makes a difference. Whereas though right now, summer t-shirt, hat, bag, shorts, okay, you know, you see what we can do. But that to me really shows, you know, what it's all about.
Okay. Well, there you have it. Running Wild is not about us. Live at the Rocky Stairs at the V-Built Tribute, 2nd annual. Peace.
B-Bill, 67
Follow Another Day, Another Fit. Running Wise.
Yo, we got RLPC Philly. RL representing the culture.
in the building.
What we do.
RLs to the world. Know that.